Hey everybody, HMV here. Playing more Factorio, and I've got it set up. This is going to be my steam smelter, or my steel smeltering part of the factory. Let's go ahead and get this thing started here by powering up the iron smelting part. And note it's putting the thing in there, and I've already noticed a problem that I'm going to fix pretty soon. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this as well. Just giving this thing coverage. What I'm going to need here is, let's go ahead and do this. What I'm going to need here is, what you call it? This stuff, coal, to be put in here as well. And I've already split this off. So let's go ahead and run this guy like this to get some coal in here. This guy, I did some stuff off camera, not too much, but enough to want to show you some of it. I actually think we could, instead of trying to spread those things across, I think we can do this here. Let's run the coal so it comes up on the front end, and we'll do the trick like we did before, where we're got these in the wrong spot, where we only take the steel off this end. And that's actually perfect because we can just run an underground one to there. That way the coal will get stopped here and it won't come on this thing. And then what we can do here is, instead of putting the power poles here like I was doing... Sorry, I sometimes change my mind about things. We can put them in the middle where they should be anyway. That's kind of the why I space these things out, is so I can get power poles in the middle. And then I need 10 of these guys. I can only make 6, which is annoying. So let's make these 6. And they need copper. So let's just come up here and let's steal some copper off the plate here. So we can make 4 more. There we go. And this guy needs coal, so he can pull coal right off of here. And I didn't mention this before, but these arms will only grab what they need. And so this guy will never accidentally grab steel and put it in here, because there's no reason to put steel into a furnace. It's important to note that. There's no reason to put steel in a furnace, so these guys will never grab steel off of this belt and put it in the furnace. Also, as far as ratios go, this guy smelts iron at exactly the rate that this guy consumes it. I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose. See, watch, he gets 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, it's quicker. Interesting. I didn't realize that. Or maybe he had built up some ahead of time. I don't know. But as far as the numbers are concerned, that's the way it works. We've already got steel coming up on this belt. We're going to want to get steel on our bus, and we're going to want it probably down here. So let's go ahead and run this guy through here. Let's figure out how to not screw this part up. And put coal on here by doing, say, this. And we can't run this all the way over here, so let's do this. And then we'll do another underground, and we'll come out here. We'll just use a lot of these underground belts, might as well. This is going to be a problem, making me want to actually, instead of doing this, why don't we come up and around this way? I kind of don't want these factories here anymore, but it's not a big deal. Definitely don't want this power pole here. Put it here, and I think, nope, that won't work. How about here? Nope, that won't work either. How about here and here? We'll just deal with the fact that they're out of line. Okay, now we can run under here to here, we'll say. And then we want, yeah, see, now this is going to be kind of in the way, but that's not a big deal. Because, yeah, see, this is just this guy. And then we've got the 4 that are going to be him, and then 4 spacers. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these guys, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 spacers, and then this will be the first one of you. And I screwed that up. There we go. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that'll be semi-perfect. What we want to do here is we want to split this guy like this. This isn't ideal, obviously. None of this is ideal. But then we want to split this and then split this, and then that'll get steel on, or that'll get iron on all of those guys. And then if we do the same thing here, need more of these. Problem is I'm not making those myself, so I have to build them as they go. But we really don't need 4 things of steel, that's for sure. We also should be balancing the steel all the way up here, right when it comes off the belt. As soon as we get one of these things to use here. There we go. Put this here, and then this guy going down, and then that'll double up the amount of steel we can run across this line, which is good. Okay, that's something we can fix that later. We can fix that throughput later. Okay, let's get back to what we were doing before. Also, I have researched every bit of research that only takes red. So now I have to automate my green science. And I don't have this thing on the screen here. I've got a spreadsheet that I made that tells me the ratios of everything. And for a Science Pack 2, to make 12 Science Pack 2s, I need 1 inserter and half a transport belt. That's pretty crazy, but that's just the way it works. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a little factory that's going to make 12 of these. That's going to make 12 Science Pack 2s, and then we'll just live with that. Also, I'm getting sick of chopping down trees. So what do you say we make some grenades? And then we'll take care of that with grenades. But the Science Pack 2s, I think I'm going to put them back here. I am going to leave this where it is. I'm going to put the Science Pack 2s down here, and then I'm going to run them down and around. And then I'm going to do the Science Pack 3s here, and the Science Pack 4s are really small and easy to use. Okay, grenades. Let's throw these grenades at the trees here. It takes 3, sadly, to blow up trees. They're not all that efficient, but they're really fun. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna make all the grenades I can. Okay, so Science Pack 2s. We are going to need to make a single inserter and a single transport belt. And like I said, we actually are going to be making more transport belts than we need. But a single transport belt, of course, is going to take 2 factories, and we're going to make all of our factories blue. But guess what? We don't have to make blue factories because we're already making them. So let's go ahead and do that. So we can make those. Now we got 50 factories. We can make plenty of stuff here. Okay. So transport belts. Whoop. We all know it takes gears and iron. Inserters, though, we have never made inserters before. Inserters are going to be a big deal because we're gonna want a production line that makes all of these things except for the burners. Regular inserters take electronic circuits and iron gear wheels. Well, we know how to make those. Iron gear wheels is easy. Boom, that's it. Electronic circuits is a little bit more difficult because there is that 3-to-2 ratio. Let's actually look though and see how many electronic circuits do we need to make these guys. We need 1 electronic circuit. So I think I'm going to be kind of cheap and cheesy here, and I'm just going to make an electronic circuit with a copper coil. So electronic circuit, copper coil, gear wheel, and then the 2 of those together is going to make an inserter arm. This isn't ideal. This isn't the most efficient way, but it'll work. We'll be getting enough copper cables to keep this thing running full time, and we'll be getting enough of these to keep this running full time. And that's really all we need. I think I'm going to move this whole thing here, though. We're going to put him here. We're going to put him here. And then actually we can put him here and him here. That'll be nice for that. And then I think we're also going to put him here and him here. Reasoning being, I'll tell you the reasoning being. This guy needs transports, and this guy needs these. Transports need gears. These guys need gears, which are going to come from here. And electronic circuits, which are going to get copper cables. And then that's everything. Okay, so. And we also need to be making our own of these, which kind of sucks because we need, what do we need for this? We need copper, which is conveniently right here. So now we can make more of these. Let's just make 5 more. We apparently have some already on our stack here. No, we just haven't made them yet. Oh, we're still making grenades. Let's go ahead and get rid of the grenades because I don't want them anymore. They're fun, but I don't want them to take up production time. Let's also go ahead and power this whole thing up here. That's probably good enough. And just put them in the corners. What say you? So say we all. Okay. So, he obviously doesn't need that. He needs iron. And we're going to be running iron like this. Does he need iron? I think he does. That's going to be a problem. Let me think. Maybe I'll put him up here. There's method to my madness. Okay, so he needs this, and then he's going to go into there. I just realized I don't want that. Let's do that and that. Did I mention that there's method to my madness? There's at least madness to my method, if there's not method to my madness. This is too high. I'm going to put him here and him here. And iron gear wheels, as I've said it many times. Okay. Because now we can run a line like this. And I think, now that I'm thinking about it, electronic circuits also need iron, which is annoying. Oh, we'll run like that. Did we just seriously run out? We just ran out of conveyor belts. Well, luckily, we're still making them over here. Let's not take as many as we took before. Let's take 200. There we go. Yeah, he needs iron gears as well, or iron as well. So what we'll do here is we will run this around the outside here. Just right to there. That's all he needs. Okay. He needs copper. He needs copper and iron. And he needs to put his stuff into here. Okay, we need more frickin' arms. Just gonna make all 8 of those. He needs iron, and he needs to feed into him. And then the 2 of these together, as soon as we get them, need to feed into him, who's going to make our blue signs. Actually, never mind. I just realized I don't want to do that. I want to feed them onto a conveyor belt. And I want to feed them onto a special conveyor belt that goes like this, so that they go on either side. And I might be wrong about that. Let's just make sure. I don't need this. There we go. Now they're guaranteed to go on either side. I don't know if they would have or not, but we're going to make sure. Okay. Power. Power to the people. We need... this power pole will power everybody, which is shocking that I was able to actually power everybody with everything. Okay, everybody's powered. Nobody's running, though, because we don't have iron coming up. So, can I split this iron? I honestly think I can. If I can't, I'll do it later. I'll fix that later. But let's go ahead and try. Oh, helps if you place the thing. Look at that, off by 1. There we go. We've got iron coming up this way. He's going to start getting his iron. He's going to start getting his iron. He's going to start making transport belts. I just realized a better way to do this. I'm going to actually kill these guys. I can put him here, and then he's guaranteed to put on the outside. Which means if we do that, he'll be guaranteed to put on the inside. And what if I do this? Will that be good? Yes, he puts on the right hand side for some reason. I thought they always put on the left hand side, but what do I know? Not very much, actually. So bring these guys out here, and then we want now. I actually want them over here. Which is amusing, because I want 12 of these. And I need room. Let's plan ahead for the future here. For the future, we're going to want a conveyor belt coming down this way. That's going to have the other 2 sciences on it. And it needs to go at least to here, so he can put science in there. I don't really have room to run the factories down this way, and I want them on both sides. Can I get the factories in here? No. So let's do them up here. And let's plan this. We can run a conveyor right along the edge here, but I'm going to leave a gap, just because a gap is always a good idea. So this guy, though, can end right here. And then, let me think here. Excuse me. Do I want to go double here? And by double, I mean this. So I run the thing down the middle. Now, I think I just want one line. I think I just want one line. Okay, so we're going to run a conveyor belt like this. And this is going to have the blue science packs on it. I'm sorry, the green science packs. Let's go ahead and blow up some of these trees. Clear off the way here. Okay. So he can go right up to here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, oop, 2. Let's chop this tree down. 1, 2, 1. Does that make 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. That's 10 total, and then 2 on the ends is 12. So there's our 12 blue science factories. Let's go ahead and set them up, or green. I keep saying blue. Green needs inserters and transport belts. Okay, so right click. And then you see I'm just left clicking on each one of these guys to turn them into green science things. Okay, now this needs to run. Let's actually put this guy in. He could actually, you know what? Well, you know what? We need this belt here anyway. But I think what I'm going to do is... Come on, grab these. I think I changed my mind. I'm going to do this. This is why you leave a gap. So if you change your mind later, you can fill that gap in with whatever it is you're doing. So we're going to run these guys out this way. And then this guy is going to be the input. I can't click. There we go. Now I'm going to need a ton more inserters. I need 24 total, so I need 16 more. Although, what am I doing? We've got inserters right here. There we go. Might as well take them off the belt. Okay. Now this guy, and then all of these guys can just go right down the middle. They're not powered yet, obviously. And then this guy can take from here, and then these guys can all be down the middle. Said down the middle. I apparently can't add together and to save my life, so let's go ahead and collect up some more of these. Yeah, 9 is enough. Wait, they go this way. And then the last one, and then let's go ahead and power these guys up. And get them power right here. Okay, now they are putting in the ingredients, and they're grabbing both ingredients, even though they're grabbing both ingredients off the belt because these things need those. And then these are stuffing out science packs, and now we need to run them all the way down. And then across to here so that they go on this side. And then now we have no power anywhere, so let's go ahead and fix that. And get these guys back on their number 1 spot. And then now the green science packs are coming along, and these guys are grabbing them. He's going to grab a couple of them. And then he's going to let the rest go by until he uses them up. And then he'll grab another one. I think we're going to have enough production from these. We should have enough production from here to get all of the these generating science packs, I think. I don't know that for a fact, but my math tells me I do. And we should have enough green science packs. I didn't do the math on this, but I'm just figuring. We should have enough green science packs to back up this. And it looks like we already have. Yeah, we're getting green science packs in the last one. And now we're doing oil processing, which is awesome. Okay, let's go to the map here. I noticed while I was walking around that we've got a couple biters here. And it looks like, I think those are just biters. I don't think that's the base. And our pollution isn't really spreading out to them yet. But I'm still concerned. And also, there's always a chance that biters have encroached in down here. So I'm going to run around and do some turreting. We've got 5 turrets, and we've got no bullets. So let's go ahead and... I always say I'm going to do something, and then I end up not doing it. We are going to start creating bullets. And I think we're going to do them right here, simply because we've got all the ingredients nearby. And I haven't used this area yet. I keep talking about the bus, and then I keep circumventing the bus. But that's just the way it's going to work. So bullets take copper and steel. We've got copper here and steel here. So let's go ahead and clear out some space here. Actually, I think I'm going to move this guy here. And then we're going to do an underground belt. And we're going to run the copper up here so we can do this. Then we're going to do a splitter here. And we're going to run the steel up here as well. And put them on their same line. Why not? Okay, this factory needs 5 copper plates and a steel plate, and then it generates bullets. I don't really care about efficiency with this factory, so I'm just going to do it. I'm not gonna worry about ratios and all that stuff, because we're just gonna want to come by here and get bullets whenever the time comes. So let's go ahead and power him up. Let's get an inserter on him. Might as well put 2, because I don't care about efficiency, but we might as well have double duty here going. And we're saying make bullets and spit them out into a box. And that box, I'm going to limit it. So tell you what, let's limit it to 4 stacks of these. We don't want to go crazy, but we would like to have the ability to do this. Also, do I have lights? I do. I've got balloon lights, which are big. This is from a mod that will allow me to light things up a little bit better. And then regular lamps. We're going to want to make regular lamps in a factory, but I think I'm just going to make 15 right now. so that we can... just putting these in non-strategic locations here to hopefully fend off any attacks. There you go. Yeah, I'm going to make these lights, and I'm going to put lights around where they will help, because the YouTube likes lights in your games. In particular, it hates not having lights. I think I'm going to put these around in each of these spots right here. The factories, or the labs don't need them, because the labs are kind of self-lighting. These guys could use them. I'll put one here, just kind of spreading them around. There you go. That's good enough for now. We've got green science coming. Obviously, we're making more transport belts than we need, and I knew that we were going to. One thing we don't have is a backlog of these guys, so I think I'm possibly wrong on how many of these we're making. I also might be wrong on the fact that, yeah, see, it's not that we're not making enough green of these guys. So I wonder if I could put another one here. But then this guy wouldn't be able to remove from. Let me think. Let me think. I kind of need to make two. Yeah, see, because... Oh, there we go. What? That was a crazy... Oh, I'm eco-unfriendly. Research oil processing. Awesome. I win. Okay. Our goal here is flight. And actually, our goal is construction robots. But flight is a major product of all robots. So I'm just going to run through these as we go. Plastics, sadly, I'm not going to be talking about them too much as we get them. I'm going to just, when the time comes, I'm going to eventually talk about it. But I'll have this thing researched for forever. What am I going to do here? The answer is I don't know. I don't know what the best solution is. I do, though, need... Yeah, what am I doing here? I need... To make these guys, I need one electronic circuit for each one. He makes them in a half second. This guy makes electronic circuits every half second, but he's not getting his copper cables fast enough. So I need another copper cable factory, which is brilliantly easy to do. That's right, because you need 3 for 2. So I need 2 for 1, even though it's, I mean, obviously it's more than 2 for, or it's less than 2 for 1. But that's just the way it works. And I can bring this guy down a little bit to here. So I believe a long-handed inserter will be able to put into him. And then this inserter will be able to put into here. And it must be 7 o'clock, which means I have to... Oh, I got 2 alarms going off at 7 o'clock. That is kind of hilarious. Let me go ahead and power this guy up. And I was somehow able to power both. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me get that other alarm, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I dropped my phone, and it broke the screen, but it was still usable. And I've got my new phone, and I haven't factory reset and sent back my old phone yet. So yeah, he's generating these things a lot faster now. Yeah, he's actually waiting on gears now, which is hilariously amusing. Possibly because we're not inputting enough iron into the gears. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he's generating these basically as fast as he can now. But yeah, my new phone and my old phone are both running the exact same stuff now, so they both go off when the alarm goes off. I'm about to factory reset my other phone, so hopefully that won't happen again. But anyway, we have achieved, I hope, 1-to-1 ratio of grabber arms to green science. And as we go here, these guys are going to let them go, and I mean, it's obviously it's going to take a little bit to catch up, but as time goes on, these guys are going to slowly work their way in and get more and more stuff. I'll keep an eye on that and make sure that I got the numbers right. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. I'm HMV, and I will, as always, talk at you later.